I am pleased to welcome the Honorable Minister, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Prior to his appointment, Minister Pantami was the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the National Information Technology Development Agency. He is currently the Chief Digital Officer of the Federation based on the National Policy for Virtual Engagements in Federal Public Institutions. Minister Pantami has also been a chairman and member of several presidential and interministerial committees and was appointed as AFC-FTA Champion for Communications and Digital Economy, as well as the chairman of the Presidential Steering Committee for National Identity. So please join me in welcoming the Honorable Minister, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, to the virtual stage.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It all depends on where you are. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be part of this virtual workshop organized by the United States Trade Development Agency. This African Access Virtual Workshop is very timely. Permit me to use the opportunity to recognize the personalities here present, like my colleague from Rwanda, the Minister of Information and Communication Technology and Innovation from Rwanda, and also the Acting Director of USTDA, and all other personalities here present with us. And furthermore, I want to use the opportunity to thank the United States Trade and Development Agency for supporting Nigeria in so many ways. And one of the support we have been receiving from USTDA is participation in this workshop where stakeholders are brought together to come and discuss about how to leverage on our African markets and promote digital technology. This is indeed highly commendable. I will begin my presentation by taking us on a journey to explain our journey so far in Nigeria. I was appointed by our President Muhammadu Buhari, to supervise the communications and digital economy sector on the 21st August 2019, while I was serving as the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency. The first thing we did was to review the mandate of the ministry and the parastatals being supervised by the ministry, like NITDA, Nigerian Communications Commission, Galaxy Backbone Limited, Nigerian Communication Satellite, Universal Service Provision Fund. And what I discovered was most of the parastatals, their mandate was obsolete. It is because of this, we wrote a proposal to Mr. President on the need of developing our digital economy sector in the country. With that proposal we have sent to Mr. President, he approved and he redesignated the ministry I supervise from the Ministry of Communications to Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. And he directed us to develop national digital economy policy and strategy for a digital Nigeria. Within no time, we developed the national digital economy policy and strategy for achieving a digital Nigeria, in which there are 8 pillars in that policy. Pillar number 1 is developmental regulation. Pillar number 2 is digital skills. Pillar number 3 is a solid infrastructure. Pillar number 4 is service infrastructure. Pillar number 5 is digital services. Pillar number 6 is soft infrastructure. Pillar number 7 is digital society and emerging technologies. Pillar number 8 is indigenous content development and promotion. These are the 8 pillars we have developed in our national digital economy policy and strategy, which we call it INDEPS as the acronym. In the course of implementing this policy, we developed many national policies to simplify the implementation, like the roadmap for the implementation of the national policy. We also developed Nigerian National Broadband Plan 2020-2025. We also developed National digital economy, national digital innovation, entrepreneurship, and startup policy. We have developed over a dozen of policies in order to simplify the implementation of national digital economy policy and strategy. A lot has been achieved within the time frame. Firstly, at the time I was appointed in 2019, broadband penetration in Nigeria was around 33%. Within 19 years, the average increase of broadband in the country was 1.7% annually. But within 1 year, I was able to achieve more than 10% increase in broadband penetration because I discovered there were obstacles and barriers to broadband penetration in Nigeria, like the issue of right of way, multiple taxations, the issue of vandalization of infrastructure. These are the issues I was able to address significantly. And by addressing the challenges and the obstacles, most of the investors and the operators were willing to increase the broadband penetration. As it is now, our broadband penetration is almost 50%. Don't forget that our landmass in the country is approximately 990,000 square kilometers. Secondly, we also improve significantly when it comes to digital skills and training for our citizens. We don't have problem of aging in Nigeria. Our average age is 18.2 years. Just 18.2 years is our average age in Nigeria. So our population has been dominated by what we call youth or digital natives, because our population has been dominated by youth and they are naturally digital natives. And we have been organizing many digital skills training, some basic, some intermediate, some advanced in the country. Even during lockdown, that we were not allowed to go out except when necessary, we established 2 virtual institutions in Nigeria where our citizens enrolled. And these institutions were established through collaboration with tech giants like Microsoft, like Cisco, like IBM, like Huawei, and many more. All of them participated in developing the content of the training we provided for our citizens during lockdown. And furthermore, federal government of Nigeria has been establishing ICT centers all over the country. From August 2019 to date, less than 2 years I spent in office, we have established over 300 ICT centers all over the country. And these centers are being used in training our citizens. We have ICT training for youth. We have for unemployed graduates. We have for women. We have training including people with disabilities. We have been training people with disabilities in Nigeria. As you know, our population is up to 206 million approximately. So dealing with this population is not easy. It is a population of 206 million approximately in our country. So it has not been easy to organize training and cover this population. But if you look at what we have been achieving on a monthly basis, it's really encouraging, and particularly with broadband penetration, digital skills, infrastructure, and many more. So these are some of the policies we have been implementing. And what we discover in Nigeria, we are blessed with young innovators. What they only need is to provide them with the enabling environment so that they will be able to be very successful. Nigerian startups recently received over 600 million USD venture funding. Over 60% of funding to African startups in 2019 came to Nigeria. Over 60% of the entire funding of Africa came to Nigeria. This is a clear indication that our young innovators have been doing well. A young innovator from Nigeria, for example, in 2016 developed an app, HubSpot, which was purchased by Apple company at the price of 1 billion USD. So we are blessed with so many young innovators that are making us proud, like our treasury single account here in Nigeria, which has been saving over 24 billion naira monthly for the federal government of Nigeria, has been developed by our innovators in the country. So we have been providing enabling environment for our startups. We have been supporting them, mentoring them, incubating what they have been developing, and sometimes even sponsoring them for more advanced training internationally, where they will be able to come and improve on what they have been doing. And at the same time, we introduce mentorship program where we mentor our young innovators. We educate them about the challenges of a startup and the failure rate, and try to make sure that they are consistent in what they are doing and they remain very steadfast. A lot has also been achieved in this area. What I want to say to this very important gathering is the fact that in Nigeria, in spite of what we have achieved, we have a very good market. Firstly, for investors that are willing to invest in Nigeria. Our population is approximately 206 million. This is a huge population. And by implication, this population is more than 20% of the population of the entire African continent. Secondly, if you look at the geographic location of Nigeria, Nigeria is the gateway to the West Africa and also the gateway to Central Africa. In the remaining West African countries, you will discover there is a population of around 250 million. In the Central Africa, approximately 250 million. And Nigeria is strategically at the center of West Africa on one hand and Central Africa on the other. And if you look at the map of Nigeria, you will see Nigeria is relatively at the center of Africa. It will give you proximity to all the remaining sub-regions of Africa when you invest in Nigeria. And we have been working day in, day out to make sure that investment in Nigeria is becoming more and more easier. That is through the ease of doing business. That is why if you look at the global ranking of ease of doing business, Nigeria has been doing well because most of the challenges to ease of doing business are being addressed on a daily basis, like visa on arrival in Nigeria, registering your company online. You may not need to come to Nigeria physically to register your company. So all the obstacles to ease of doing business are being addressed on a daily basis in our country. So we have a huge market in the country, and at the same time, we are making our policies to be flexible. We make them flexible and we come up with developmental regulation. That developmental regulation is to make sure that our regulation is not very static. We make it flexible so that it will provide a win-win situation to any potential investor that is willing to come to Nigeria and invest. So far, so good for the ICT sector in the country. Particularly, if you look at the recent statistics released by our National Bureau of Statistics, in the last quarter of 2020, ICT sector pulled out Nigeria from recession, as stated by our president himself. In the first quarter of 2021, ICT sector is the fastest growing sector of our economy. And the same in 2020, ICT sector is the fastest growing sector. The same in 2019, the last quarter, ICT sector is the fastest growing sector of our economy. So it is because of this, the sector has been doing well. And we know in ICT, you cannot do it alone. There is room for investment, room for partnership, for collaboration, and many more. And I do hope that with these few words, the participants here for this workshop will be able to appreciate what we have in Nigeria and the opportunities we have for others. Once again, we thank USTDA for supporting us whenever the need arises and for their willingness to always partner with the ministry to organize this workshop for the benefit of the potential investors and the country. And I do hope that this forum and this workshop will be another avenue where many people will indicate their interest to support digital technology in Nigeria and take it to greater heights. Once again, thank you very much for listening.
Honorable Minister, thank you for your salient remarks. And we thank you for being here with us today and for sharing your vision for Nigeria's digital future.